Hi everyone, welcome back to your channel. And in today's video, I'm going to talk about creators economy and why is it growing so rapidly. Should you become a creator or not? Well, it ultimately comes to your own choice and your own thought process and how you perceive it. But I will express my opinions and my thoughts on this. And let's say, what do we talk about and how do we come to a conclusion? What seconds? Okay, so starting from my own journey, why I decided to become a creator on YouTube, and I really don't create content about musings of Manu on Instagram. Actually, if I would have done that, it would give me a better reach, and it would help me reach out to more people, and it would eventually help me. But why I decided to create content on YouTube? Because I believe this platform is still a gem of a platform, and here people are actually not being judged and it is not oversaturated. Whereas Twitter and X and Instagram, these are all very toxic these days. And I am someone, I advocate for mental health, and actually I have gone through that phase wherein my mental health was at stake when I was very active on Twitter back in the year 2020. So I decided that no matter what happens, I'm not going to compromise on that. But despite of that, I decided to take content creation full time. I know I don't upload videos frequently because I do everything on my own. I have to edit, I have to research, and I have to do the ideation all on my own. I believe in quality over quantity. So when you show up every day, you're consistent on this platform, no matter which platform it is, and you're showing up every day, you are engaging with your audience, and you are actually adding some value on some platform, and you are adding value into people's life. It is very easy for you because the difficult days will be over and it will become rewarding for you. But what I believe is, I believe in quality over quantity. So if I'm creating qualitative like video of high quality level, people would ultimately like my content. And regardless of what I do, I want to reach out, I want to help, I want to pass on what I have learned. So for this, I decided to, embark my journey on YouTube. And this space has actually helped me a lot to express my opinion freely. And I have had such wonderful audience. You guys are amazing. Because you keep posting a lot of constructive criticism and feedbacks that I should work upon things. And it really helps me. Every once in a while, I go through the comments and I try to improve everything after that. So now we will delve into our main topic, which is content creation. So I wrote a whole, paragraph on this, and I wrote about a lot of things. I want to share it with you. So let's start from that. First, our generation, we are in the 20s, and no matter what we are doing in our lives, we want this backup plan in our lives. First of all, people are making hell lot of money out of content creation, and it is true. It is very true. But the fact that you need to realize is that you have just started your journey and you are so young. If you take content creation full time, you should also be able to, understand that when you'll be able to take this for as a full time future or not. Because I know people who are doing, MBBS and who are working very hard trying to give UPSC this year or the next year, and they're not into content creation and they cannot start content creation because uh, it gets really difficult at times. You cannot multitask. You can create content on platforms like LinkedIn and you can schedule your posts, but on platform like YouTube and Instagram, you need to show up every day and you need to tell your audience that yeah, you are available for them. And content creation is a journey that wants you, that requires you to be very consistent. So I thought about it and I said that our generation, we have a lot of options with no promised future, because even though if we are going to give UPSC, there's a 0.01% chance of you getting selected. because it is very competitive. It takes a lot from you. And I think somewhat content creation is similar because at this time, there's a lot of competition. There are only 50 million creators, I think, or 5 million or 6 million people who use social media. And when we have a lot of options with no promised future, it becomes mandatory for us to have a backup plan. And that's why people are creating content. If you are so sure that this is something you really want to do, then go for it. Otherwise, don't go for it, because you will work 9 to 5, but this content creation requires you to work more than that. Sometimes it takes 10 to 15 hours a day. And when you are editing your own videos, you're creating your own thumbnails, it gets really difficult. Whether you are just editing a reel. So if you are a business person and you need a social media page, you should definitely go for it. But if you're building your own personal brand and you think that you have some talent and you want to show it to people and you want to become a creator, it's a good thing. You should give it a shot, but without leaving your job, without leaving the thing you're already doing. Because I'm saying it because I know what it's like. And I've been writing on Instagram for the last 3 years. And honestly, writing there was a journey where I never thought about being a content creator. Had I started content creation back in the year 2020, I think something wonderful would happen today or tomorrow or like in the upcoming year, but I did not, because I was focusing on things that would help me in the long run. I was writing, I was reading. It wasn't like that. I was wasting my time. So content creation, first, it helps you to express yourself. Second, it helps you to build your personal brand. Third, there are some benefits like it is rewarding when you are monetized. And in the long run, you can build your own business. You can have a engaging community, have a community that supports you, who knows you. And this is wonderful opportunity for your lead generation for a freelancer. But it comes with the challenges as well, because algorithms are always changing and you never know if you want to, build it when it is really difficult, it is really competitive. Second, when sometimes, social media platforms, like TikTok, it got banned and there was no choice for creators, but they started creating content on Instagram and YouTube. And I think for us, for students and for people in their 20s, there is a lot of confusion and we have no clarity. But all I want to say is don't stress yourself out with this thought. If you want to create content, don't create content with a particular goal in mind, but create content to express your own opinions or express your point of views, or just try to, use your hobby or your talent to showcase it to people. And if people really like it, and if you see some growth while doing your job or while doing whatever you're doing, like studying, if you're studying while doing it, just see if you see some growth, then pursue it as a full-time career. That's what I would suggest, because because handling it and multitasking and doing a lot of things at the same time would be difficult, but creating content full time, it is more difficult. So if you are working really hard for a purpose, for a goal, you're really fortunate if you have, if your vision is clear, if you really know what you want to do in your life. And if you do not know, then I would not suggest you to, become a content creator, full-time content creator. This content creation, this industry, and there was a report I read from Deloitte, and I think there was an article wherein it was written that social commerce, like something like that, this industry is going to grow rapidly, and by 2026, by the year 2026, it is going to become a $2 trillion industry, something like that. So I think content creation does have a lot of value. And if you are a genuine creator, or if you are someone who is adding value to the platform, and if you are very clear about it, your goals and your vision is clear that I want to come to social media, I want to create content, then you should definitely give it a shot. But if you are just doing it for monetization of it, if you're doing it for if you're leaving your job for that or your studies for that, it is not the right thing, because it is not promised. Just like I mentioned, nothing is promised. For people in their 20s, for people like me, we have to put ourselves out there. We need to showcase ourselves. The only thing that I loved about my life was my privacy. And at this point in time, I have no privacy. I am like showcasing it to people. I am who I am. People know. And if people will watch me, they will eventually know my stories, everything about my life. So there is nothing private now. And at the same time, if you want to become a creator, that you should know that there will be nothing that is private in your life. So take your decisions wisely after careful consideration. If you really want to express your opinions, if you really want to build a personal brand, then it is the place for you. Because people like us who are building it from scratch, who do not know any way but this social media to grow themselves, to become someone, to identify themselves as someone. This is the best platform. We're not celebrities and we're not born with generational wealth, but social media is the place that can give us value, that can make us reach our highest potential, that can help us build a great community of people. So, my friend, if you are considering this platform and if your vision is totally clear about everything that you want to do over here on social media, and if you're ready to put not just months, not just years, but decades into this, then definitely this is the place for you. And without giving it a second thought, you can come over here. There will be sometimes content fatigue, there will be self doubt. I doubt myself every single day, but there are people I have surrounded myself with. They uplift me, they inspire me, and you will meet such people every single day. And it is very competitive these days. Yes, every single person is creating content, but it is good to create content rather than consuming it all the time. Like, right? Because I know you watch reel or short. I do watch it whenever I get time. Sometimes to divert myself, sometimes to I just watch it mindlessly. So, I mean, we are all doing it eventually, all of us. So, if you are doing it, it is better to produce it rather than consume it all the time. And, creators are getting the recognition they deserve from the government as well. And they're adding a lot of value to people's lives. And we have realized that they're not just celebrities who can make a name for themselves, but creators as well. So there are always two sides of the story. And you should definitely give it a shot if you are 100% sure about that. If you're okay with being a public person, if you're okay with sharing your stories with people, and there are always two sides. Your story will help someone to heal, to find themselves, to grow. Second, your story will be shared and you will get recognition for that. You will get the proper space, the platform for that. We're not celebrities, we're not born with generational wealth, but we can build it for ourselves. And social media is the platform for that. So that was it, I think. And about my background, I keep experimenting all the time. I think my creative head, I just can't stop. I just keep doing things all the time. Like, if you see it like this, some other day you will see it some other way. So I just keep using the boredom to become more creative. That was it, I think, pretty much what I wanted to talk about content creation and social media. And I think I started my first content creation journey on LinkedIn. It really helped me. I used to share a lot on LinkedIn, and people actually appreciated me so much for sharing my thoughts and being real on that platform. And I think I'm doing the same on YouTube as well. So if you would like to join my community, feel free to hit the subscribe button and feel free to drop some beautiful comments if you want to. And I'll see you in the next video. Till then, take care of yourself and keep hydrating yourself all the time. Bye. Take care.